Good afternoon. This is the kind of day in the middle of February on the plains of Auburn that gives us nature's vitamin D. This is the 12th edition of Citizens Auburn Series 39 as we march to Election Day. Our title today is Bureaucratic Complexities. This is how bureaucrats turn a simple question into a complex journey when they do not want to answer. Remember, they use our money to keep us from questioning their competency. First, I met with Mayor Pro Tem, City Manager, and Finance Director on June the 11th, 2024. I'm afraid it was only for their benefits, not mine. Second, my own City Councilman, Sonny Mormon, met with the City Manager, City Attorney, and the Public Safety Director without involving me. Sonny produced no solutions to the problem and has become basically mute on this issue. Third, they say I'm asking for a special report. I'm just asking for 2 items out of an annual report they produce every year for 16 straight years. And I'm asking for one of the 36 funds they manage, the Solid Waste Management Fund. Now, what I want to do is show you some documents. There were ones that are, you can go on Auburn's site, city site, and you can pull the comprehensive report. I went all the way back to 2009, and there are 3 pages that basically deal with the numbers. Then there's some summary of any increases, decreases further in the report. But what's so odd about this is it gives you, it's called a statement of revenue, expenses, and changes in net position, priority funds. And it looks like this, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to post each one up so you can stop the video and you can look at the expenses. And if you want to spend enough time, you can look and see how they were pretty much up and down. They were not drastic until 2024, when they went just straight up, 23, and 2024. And then 25, we already know they lost about $2 million in that fund. So we assume that those 2 categories that have been driving all of this is even greater. Okay. Now I asked for this same document, and they said this document right here, and they say they can't produce it. They can't produce it, but I guess once a year when they do their final report, which makes no sense. So, but I asked them for that, and it had things like, salary and wages and employee benefits, repairs, maintenance, utilities. Anyway, 17 items that were under that expense. And then they turned around and they gave me this silly thing. Okay? And they said that the council was fine with it. Well, I'm not. And somehow the council thinks if they're fine with it, that we citizens don't have to be fine with it because they are superior, which they're not. If you look in the comprehensive report, it states citizens first, council and mayor second on the chart, third the city manager, and fourth the breakout of the graph of all of the departments. And that makes no sense. But on this one here, it gave me administrative, recycling, solid waste, and general operations. That's all it gave me. Now, how I can plug in and see the tracking of the salary and wages and employee benefits, it's impossible. It's like a needle in a haystack. There's no way to figure it out because they won't give me the data. Fourth, the city manager says their expensive accounting system cannot produce expenditures on how much money they spend for salary and wages and employee benefit on a monthly basis for solid waste management fund. If this is true, then the city manager needs to be removed from her fiduciary responsibilities because she has become incompetent. Fifth, the city is ignoring the main issue by glossing over the extraordinary salary increases and employee benefit by using the state retirement system. All that she has to do is show us the financial numbers and stop spending so much time in not answering these simple questions. It's costly to me, to other people, and to the city council, to the city employees, and the city manager. How much money have they wasted by not just answering two simple questions? How much? 6, have you noticed that the city council always covers for the city manager's excuses while ignoring citizens' concern by giving lead-in questions for the city manager? 7th, we and others believe there's a time for house cleaning, and I think it is now by removing the mayor, all 8 city council members, and not renewing the contract for the city manager. We need a team of people who believe in the citizens first, not last. City Manager Megan McGow Crouch and her city council blasted a citizen, me, during the February 6, 2026 city council meeting while continuing to ignore the problem by controlling the city council and mayor. The city of Auburn cannot account for over $1 million increase in 2 line items for 2023 and 2024, with a larger estimated increase in 2025. While using diversion tactics such as not able to produce special reports by using the state retirement system and using the city attorney and much more. Why am I as a citizen not allowed the same privileges as a developer to discuss with the city council, mayor, and city manager during a council meeting? If any of you citizens out there have a concern, brief us, and we will brief Alabama. See you soon. Auburn's Voice on Nextdoor.com or Facebook.com. or youtube.com, or contact me directly. So Robert at auburnsvoice.com, or call 205-399-1579. If a tree falls in the forest and there's no one around to hear it, does it make a sound? We Auburn citizens need to make that sound louder and clearer. Thank you.